a problem with overheating. And before we do anything, right now I have another gadget with me. Here is a launch type, so I have already connected. Let me show you. This is the type of gadgets I'm talking about. So I'm going to diagnose this vehicle so that we find out the main trouble code, and we see how you're going to solve that trouble with you right now. So this is the gadget. Let me scan this vehicle. So this is the Volkswagen. Okay. So I'm going to scan all the system. So engine has 3 fault code. Climate control module has 1 fault code. Electric central electric has 2. Parallel parking has 2. So power steering has 1. Anti-theft 1. Driver door electrics 1. Passenger door electrics 1 2. So radio has 5. Okay. Before we clear anything, I'm going to deal with engine control module. Has 2 fault code. Yes, read code. So we have coolant fan difficulty movement block, coolant pump B, fuel pressure regulation control difference. So the fuel pressure regulation control difference. Then we have a coolant pump B control. Then we have coolant fan too difficult for movement block. So we are going to deal with this coolant fan difficult for movement. This P1951 can trigger P261A, which is coolant pump motor control circuit to open. So we are going to confirm all of those sockets, or all of those things. So very importantly, before I clear anything, I'm going to the hood so that we find out why the P1951 is normally show up. So let's go and find out. So this is the, so here we have 2 fans. We have fan 1, then we have fan 2. So fan 2 has a problem, then fan 1 is okay. So what I'm going to do here, the best method to use, I'm going to actual test. Under actual test, the engine okay, we need to coolant, then fuel. Okay, so we are going to the, where's the coolant fan control circuit 1. Okay, that one. So I'm going to trigger that fan, to run that fan to see why we have that code on the system. So let me start. Yes. Have already stopped there, you see. So we have weird sound, and the fan. So let's see the main problem. So according to this fan, the main problem is this. Well, let me show you here behind this cable. Let me show you. And we have that socket. So these two things. This socket is for electrical. We normally call it the coolant pump B. This coolant pump B socket is the one that let me show you. So here the main problem is the socket of this is the pump I'm talking about. So the socket of this pump and the fan. So I'm going to show you how to solve that problem. Coolant fan. This is the pump B. The pump B has open circuit. So we have solved the pump B pump. So another problem is the fan. So we are going to solve this fan. The harness is attached to the fan blade. To solve the fan being attached to the the harness being attached to the fan blade, we need to make sure this cable is tight. That one will prevent that weird sound. The problem is the network. So sometimes you don't have to assume those small things. So the first fault code was the pump. We have seen there was an open circuit. Then the second fault was the harness was attached to the fan blade. That we have solved that. See, right now I don't think if it's going to attach to the blade. So I'm going to start here using my machine so that we see if you have solved that problem. So right now actual test in the progress. See, switch it back to off. So that was the main problem. Another problem was the regulator valve. So let's confirm. This is the regulator switch. So let me confirm. Even the regulator switch, the socket was not intact, so that was the main problem. It's very easy to diagnose this vehicle if you follow step by step. So the main problem was the open circuit on the regulator circuit, the switch, and the open circuit on the pump, then the harness attached to the fan blade. So we are going back to clear that fault code. So I'm going to clear that fault code. Let me exit. Okay. Let me go back. So those the coolant fan difficulty movement, that one, the harness attached to the fan blade. Then we have P261A, which is coolant pump control. There was an open circuit. Then we have fuel pressure regulation control difference. There was an open circuit. So I think we are done with that. So I have already cleared the fault code, no DTC. So we are going to start the vehicle to see how it's going to perform. Unaweza pita. There is a problem with network, weak network. So I'm going to start this vehicle. I see right now everything's okay. The clock. So that's how we normally diagnose any given vehicle. You normally follow step one to the last step. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.